Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I've got my coffee and we are going to do another AeroGarden herb update. Today we actually have to feed the AeroGarden some plant food. So that's awesome. I'll show you how to do that. Again, we've done that once before. This is the second time of that, but it's always good to see that. And we're also going to trim some of the dill off. It's been going crazy. So we did a couple of videos back showing you how to properly trim it. So if you want to check that out, you can check that part out. So we'll do a quick trimming to bring down the level of the dill, and then we'll check out where the status of all the herbs are. So grab your coffee and follow along. Thanks for joining, everybody. If this is your first time here, make sure you do subscribe. I've been doing daily update videos. I'm going to be doing a daily update video, and someone asked yesterday, good question, how long I'm going to be doing these daily update videos. And the plan is to kind of go daily until all of the herbs we're able to harvest. So we still have obviously a few to go. We'll show you how to properly harvest those. Then once everything is growing up, we'll do kind of a weekly recap of things and where they are and how they're producing, just to see, so you can get an idea of how long these will hopefully give us herbs. And again, like I said from before, we're going to be using them in upcoming live stream videos for recipes, using the basil for some Italian recipes. The dill I'm actually going to use for some lunch today, but I'm not going to have that on a live stream. But our next live stream is on Wednesday, and I've already have that video scheduled. So if you want to set a reminder for that one, check that video out on the channel. And we're making aloo gobi on Wednesday, so that's a good vegetarian restaurant. This one's actually vegan, so if you're interested in that, come on by and check that out at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. So let's get into the herbs and we'll show you where we're at, and we'll give it some feed and we'll check the water level as well. All right, here we go. This is, well, it doesn't actually tell me the date because this is what happens when you have to add plant food. So add plant food and then press the little leaf button. So this button on the right hand side here is normally green all the time when it's on, but now that we have to add the reminder for the food, it is flashing red. So we have to add some of the liquid plant food. So I'm going to back the camera up a little bit just so you can see how we do this. And the liquid plant food comes with the AeroGarden, and we have to add 2 capfuls for this one, it says on the back. So just to give it a good shake, so we'll shake it up. And then all we need to do, I'm going to raise this up a little bit so you can see. So first off, we'll check the water as we go, and I do need to fill up a little bit of water. So just before I give it some food, I will top up the water a little bit. We almost have to add water now every second day, it looks like. And you can see a fair bit going in there. So it's the herbs are getting thirsty. So we've got the plant food. I will just measure out 2 cupfuls and just pour that in the top. So number 1 and number 2. And what we'll do is I'll cover that up. And then as soon as you push, we'll show you here, as soon as you push that button, it'll turn green and plant food added, timer gets reset. So what'll actually happen though when you add the plant food is the pump will actually start to run. It's sometimes hard to see that, but you can hopefully see the water moving a little bit there. So the pump is running as soon as you add the food. So it will circulate everything. And then now we can see it'll go back to the regular screen. So we've been planted for 28 days. And now, because we've just added the food, we have another 2 weeks, another 14 days before we have to add the plant food for the next time. So let's give a quick update of where our herbs are growing here. And as you can see, they are starting to really take off, and the dill especially. So let's raise the light, and I want to trim off some of this. Most importantly, let's trim off some of the dill before we do the update. So I want to go back, some of these longer strands here, I want to cut right back. So I'm going to leave it though, and leave so it keeps growing. So we're taking the dill off, but we're leaving a couple of strands on the parts that will keep growing so we can get a little bit more from it. So I'm gonna take quite a bit off of this because it is starting to really grow. And this one I'm gonna cut way back. Here we are. And as soon as you start trimming it, you can smell the dill. And I'm gonna get to the back ones here. Way back there. There we go. There we are. And I'll take this one on the back off. So we've taken some of the height off there. Give it a spread out just to see. And I think that looks pretty good. So we've got 1, 2, 6 of the fronds taken off. So we've got enough dill for a little recipe for sure. And I'll just show you there. So we've taken quite a bit off for the herbs. So we'll use that for our lunch, put it in a salad just to use up. And let's give a little update and look at where we all are, a little close up. So obviously the dill is always growing strong there. And then in second, we did the trimming of this is the Thai basil in the front here. And we did that yesterday. So if you want to see how to properly trim basil, check out yesterday's video. And it will show there. And then the parsley, I think that's even come up, almost doubled in size over yesterday. It's pretty crazy how this stuff grows. And Genovese basil, we'll probably cut this one tomorrow down. It's a slower grower definitely than the Thai basil. So, and our thyme right there coming up nicely, a few little peats. And the mint, I've still got the mint covered, but it's actually kind of starting to touch almost, getting the drips of the water, as you can see, on the leaves. So I'm actually, because it's touching the dome, we'll leave that dome off now. So our mint is finally coming along. It's the slowest one, but we've got one coming through and I can see a couple more leaves down in the pod there. So that is good. We'll have a lot of mint pretty soon. From what I understand is the mint will start to go crazy. So, and there we are. Let's give a good overview of that so you can see all the herbs, the height. There we are. And then now, because we've trimmed off the dill, I'll lower the light again and we can just to the top, just so it almost touches. And I bet you tomorrow that it's going to be growing off to raise the lid probably again. So there's a good view of our AeroGarden. If you go back and look at some of the other videos, you can see now it's really taken off. It's kind of neat. It's nice to see the green in the kitchen and to see everything growing, which is nice. And if you're thinking about getting an AeroGarden, it is fairly easy to do. There's really, as you can see from the videos, you basically just put the pods in and it fills with water. You feed it, plug it in, and it grows. So you'll have herbs in roughly about a month, starting to get herbs. All right, that's our update for today. So we've been almost going for a month now. So it's kind of exciting, and just to see how everything is coming along. We've harvested now 2 of the herbs, so we have 4 more to go until we get it all producing. But it is kind of nice how it starts to produce at different times, so you're not overwhelmed right away with having to harvest everything and have this abundance of herbs that you don't know what to do with. I think once everything is starting to come up and going, we're gonna have to probably give some away, I think, to friends or dry some. I think that's kind of what a lot of people will do as well, especially I think the dill, because the dill seems to be the one that's really taking off at this point. But it's nice. So I've got a little bit of dill now to use for just a little recipe today. I'm just gonna toss this into a salad, I think, for lunch. So that's kind of neat. I'll put that in a Ziploc bag and put it into the fridge to store it. And that's it. So thanks for joining me for another update. It's always kind of fun to do these, see where everything's going in the morning. And I thank everybody for their continued questions and comments on the channel. It's always fun to kind of pop in the morning, grab a coffee, do an update, say hi to everybody, put an easy video together, and start the day. It starts the day off. It's kind of a nice start to the day. So if you do have any other questions, like I say, always leave me in the comments below. I do have a few questions that are in line for future videos that we will cover And by all means, just let me know, because I'm learning this as I go as well. So if you have an AeroGarden question, just let me know. Again, on the channel, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. I am doing these regular AeroGarden updates. So if you want to learn about AeroGarden, you can subscribe and learn about that. But I also do regular live streams on the channel. So if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell and you'll get notified when I go live, cooking nutritious, easy, simple, but good meals. So that is our update. We will see you tomorrow. And also, again, don't forget the live stream is scheduled. So go check out that video and hit the reminder so you get notified when I go live. So have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.